Good morning. Good morning. I'm feeling so much better than yesterday. Whew. How are we this morning? I'm in a great mood today. Hope y'all are in a great mood. Got some rest yesterday afternoon. If you were here for the post podcast stream yesterday, my apologies. I was not feeling well. And I took a nap yesterday afternoon. First time in a while. Took about a 45 minute nap. I was good. Took some Claritin, took a nap. Good to go. Good to go. Miss Cookie, 7 months of subbing. Thunder Viking, 30 months of subbing. Thank y'all so much for your support. It is much appreciated. Good morning, everyone. How we doing? We doing good? We doing good? Watching Chase talk notebooks. Apparently, he's talking about knock notebooks, and he sent me an email that I haven't gotten to yet. RIP. So, temporally, reminder about Octarine, assuming somehow podcast feedback hasn't reached you already. It has not reached me. And I don't know what Octarine is, but apparently it's related to the podcast yesterday. Maybe? Question mark? Is that something I need to write down? Good morning, back home today from Illinois, and tomorrow is my 60th birthday. Yahoo! Yahoo for sure, Slumberland Studio. That is a big Yahoo. Love it. Love it. Oh, man. Yes, glad I'm feeling better. Polo shirt today. Like, this is the first polo shirt I've owned in a long time, and it's only because I had a gift card to this shop that I won online. One of the inks you mentioned from Reddit. Oh wait, I'm reading two different things. Sometimes a nap can do wonders. Yeah, slept most of the day, but that was due to a hangover. That's good. Valuable. Mike pulled out a color from the Reddit post. Isn't that from a popular series that isn't really a color and can't be described because it's magical? Oh, that's actually very funny. Okay, I do like that. I didn't get that feedback. No, I didn't see that yet. Got a start date for my new job. Nice, Cedrus. And temporally, I hope your interview went well and your new job is rolling soon. Queen of Washi, good morning. Queen of Washi, Queen of Unobservance, I'm guessing. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. It's a lot of people, a lot of happenings going on at the Penn Show. Inkwell Monsters recap went up today. I wonder if Kimberly's will go up tomorrow. I'm not sure. I haven't heard from her. Sometimes she does it immediately. Sometimes it's like a week after the show. So one of these days I'll remember to check the mute button before I switch away from my browser. Truth. You forgot to email me? Today's your day, because when I'm done, I will be in the shipping department. So you will want to email me today if you would like me to ship today. I assume Discworld was popular enough someone would have mentioned it. I got nothing, right? You are hanging out in the relative open space. So, will Toby bork today? Ooh, you know what? This is a fair prediction today. It's 50-50 on the predictions. I'd say that's accurate. Speaking of allergies, Toby's got it bad, and I'm taking him to the doctor this afternoon. So I called before I got on stream. He was up all night scratching. So he will be going to the doctor this afternoon at like 4. So he's in bad shape. He's like scratching like too much. He's like scratching himself to bleeding, and I think it's just like allergy stuff. I gave him some Benadryl this morning, so we'll see. But we'll get him checked out. This afternoon, and I will let y'all know. Yeah, this has been like a 2-week thing, so it's like I'm past due and taking him to get him checked out, so he needs to. Mine is bloody absinthe. There's not a bottle to be found. I don't even know what we're talking. You guys ever get an ink sample you love, but no one has a full bottle? Currently, I'm having that feeling with Artisan Pastelier. That's a Califolio related. Classique Brown Bear. I don't know that one. Mine is bloody absinthe. Like, what color is bloody absinthe? Like, those two words don't work for me. So I think I am going to come up with. I'm going to come up with a diamine color. Did I write this on my list? All right. I need to come up with a diamine. How many times did I say diamine or diamine on yesterday's show? Every time I said it different the next time. I really prefer saying diamine. I don't know which one's right. Bloody Absinthe is a Walden Pond dupe that is well behaved. Okay, so really interesting green with red shading, but usable. I know a bar in New Orleans where you can get absinthe with a blood in it. That would indeed make an interesting ink. So, Inkwell, Monster, and I are one day going to travel to New Orleans. Maybe we'll do a Papier Plume visit, but it's going to be like the start of season 4 of the vampire show that I'm blanking on the name. Papier Plume, Sam Hain. I haven't seen that one. What We Do in the Shadows. Sorry, I was busy reading, but What We Do in the Shadows, season 4 kickoff party. In in New Orleans. So yeah, that'd be great. Bloody Absinthe, teal green with red sheen. Nice. So who made Bloody Absinthe? Did I miss this? So create diamine color. So yeah, I don't think I have any inks like that. I mean, my original one was Sailor Apricot when it went away. Just finished season 3, Queen of Washi. Great show. I finished Severance last night. Another great show. Do you have a second cam for pens? We do. We do, Axlek. We do. So we're just getting started, just chit chatting, but we will do some writing here in a minute. New Orleans is an affront to man's arrogance against God when it comes to alcohol beverages, so cheap and so plentiful. Yeah, smand. I mean, I grew up in Baton Rouge, so I've spent plenty of time in New Orleans over the years. Brad, if you haven't watched Our Flag Means Death, that was the follow-up to What We Do in the Shadows. It was spectacular. I almost couldn't watch episode 10 because episode 9 emotionally drained me so hard. I was so upset. And I really had a tough time clicking play on episode 10 because I knew it was going to end, but I wasn't sure how it was going to go. And it was great. Like, I literally just finished that. Yeah, no spoilers. I finished I finished What We Do in the Shadows, went straight into Our Flag Means Death, went straight into Severance. So I'm done with that. So now we'll start a new show. Mike told me I should watch We Crashed. I don't know anything about that, so. But I am open to new shows. Paper Cat Lady, 26 months of subbing. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Episode 5 of Our Flag Means Death. Episode 5. Our Flag Means Death it's a little bit of a slow start. Like, if you can make it past like the first 2 or 3 episodes, it sinks your hooks into you. Do you watch What We Do in the Shadows movie as well? No, we talked about that. I have to. We Crashed. Oh, is that the We Work show? That could be interesting. I would watch that. What We Do in the Shadows is one of the more perfect shows I've seen in quite some time for like my sense of humor and for like my style of the way I like to watch TV. The movie is on the list. When we were talking about hunting it down, I think we decided it was on Amazon Prime or something like that, right? And I can get that. Whew. All right. The movie is required watching yearly. Okay, it's one of those. I can do that. I love What We Do in the Shadows. Need to watch the new season. Yeah, so now we are waiting for season 4 of that. We'll be waiting for season 2 of Severance. We'll be waiting for season 2 of Our Flag Means Death. So lots of good stuff tonight. Now, this is what I was talking about. If y'all listened to the podcast yesterday, I've historically talked about how I don't like keep up with like current TV trends and themes and things like that because it's never been my escape time. And it's turned out to be a pretty valuable thing for me, and just kind of clearing my head, cleansing the palate. So I bought it, so I'm never without it. Good comfort movie. Okay, That's really good. That's good to know. I'm gonna add this to this list so I can transfer it into the permanent list. What we do in the shadows. Every time I write WWDITS, I think it's like it doesn't add up to what we do in the shadows to me. My wife has been binge watching Psych. MD Girl for Life. Where have you been, girl? Where have you been, girl? What we do in the shadows movie. Okay. Every time I see WWDITS, I always think it's like Dancing with the Stars season 3 or something stupid like that. I miss you too. I miss you too. All right, let's I'm writing on MD paper right now. All right, so this was one of the inks. L'Artisien Pastelier Classique Brown. Is there a difference between Artisan Pastelier than Califolio? Right? Did they morph that into the main branch of the big maker, the Artisan Pastelier? Like, does Califolio still exist alongside of Artisan Pastelier? Because I'm right in that they make the Califolio inks, right? So we need bottles. We need bottles. Apparently it's in stock. It's only $9. Except if you buy this, you have to like constantly say brown bear, what do you see? Right? Like, that would be problematic for me. Oh, Chrissy Crits. No, that bothers me too. For sure. For sure. Come up and see the Baltimore gang? I wish. Maybe at DC time, who knows? My latest TV session was Moon Knight. Finale was yesterday. It was so good. I grew up on Moon Knight. Like, Moon Knight, Ghost Rider, X-Men were like my original like comic entry points. Also Spider-Man. I mean, any X-Men related gang. But Moon Knight and Ghost Rider were like really ones I kind of latched onto when I was a kid. Why is it in stock for me? I don't know. Maybe it's my special status as a Van S Penn's advertising partner. They've always existed side by side as far as I know. Okay. Moon Knight was great. I did love the images I've got of the white Lamy Safari they used in Moon Knight, where they didn't take off the shipping ring, so the cartridge doesn't engage during transit in the actual on the actual screen. Like the Lamy Safari they have, it's still got the packaging cardboard ring in the center of it. It's amazing. For me, it's Gummy Bears, Care Bears, Rescue Rangers, and DuckTales. My sister, who's younger than me, was in Care Bears. Into Care Bears. Let's see. I'm gonna add this to cart. I can't add this to cart apparently. Oh, now it's out of stock. Great. Who did that? One of y'all did that. Who did that? One of y'all did that. Oh yes, there are Cedrus. There are two sides of Lamies in that case. Two sides of Lamies in that case. Both sides of the aisle sport Lamies, which is crazy. I think one of them was white and one of them was black, which is kind of funny. So yeah, enjoy your classic brown bear. What do you see ink when you get that? All right. How do we have Bloody Absinthe? Who makes the Bloody Absinthe? I'm gonna look at that real quick. It's a diamine color? Okay, Kelly's got a review. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. It's So yeah, it's Walden without being scared to use it or destroy your pens. You got ink. We just got rain here. We've had like a spritz of rain over like the last 2 or 3 weeks. Yeah, that's pretty great. Like I would use this ink, right? This shade of green is normally not quite my realm, but this one works for all kinds of reasons right there. Bloody Absinthe and Bloody Brexit are Diamine exclusives for German shop. I won't pronounce that one. Sites Kreuznach. Okay. How many does Diamine do? A lot of store exclusives. They don't seem to be that big of a store exclusive. Although I guess they did cult pins, didn't they? Maybe I'm just delusional. Cool. I haven't bought new ink in ages. Currently using up my very old Waterman Florida Blue cartridges. Nice. Got my hands on the Lamy Cursive nib. I'm really happy with its performance, especially that 180 is good EF now. I really like that. Like that nib. By 9 a.m. May 1, we had more moisture than in all of April. Really? A lot of stores in Europe? Okay, that makes sense. That makes complete sense. All right, we're going to do something real quick before this paper towel soaks it all up. I want to smooth out one of my nibs real quick. And so instead of running around with a drop of water on this, I tried to put it in here. Yeah, that's not going to work. Okay. I'm going to go get a drop of water on this is my 12,000 grit sandpaper. I want to smooth out my Esterbrook needlepoint just like the tiniest fraction. That green seems off for absinthe. I'll have to do some research. Nice. Hello, strings and pedals. Hello. All right, we'll be right back. All right, so if you're gonna smooth a nib, you have like sandpaper, like the micro grit sandpaper, like this. You want to wet it. Normally, I just use like a little pipette. All you need is like a drop of water on here. So this is my needlepoint nib, and it's really good. Like it writes really good, but it's very, very angle dependent, if you will. And it's such a fine nib, and it looks like it's really lined up. You'll be silently judging over here, I'm sure. I'm going to be very careful with this. And like it looks a little bit, the nib isn't out of alignment, but it's shaped like this. So the nib shape looks like this. So like this part of the nib is higher than this part of the nib. And this is a needle point, so it's like really, really tiny. But like most of the time when I write at this angle, it feels great. But then if I twist a little bit, I hit that edge over on this side. So I really just want to take that outside edge down, right? I don't want to really modify like around the tines, but I want to hit this outside edge a little bit. Oh yeah, strings and pedals. I just need you to like step away from the desk for a minute. But like I can completely see the left tine is higher than the right tine. Like it's clear as day with, this thing. So I'm going to try, no pressure, right? So I'm just gonna try to work on this edge over here without really changing anything from here over. So, like, you can hear it picking, right? So the pick is totally on that side. You can hear that, right? So you don't want to hear that sound normally. So I could feel this when I was writing with it if I got it in the wrong place. So I'm just trying to use the lightest touch ever because I really don't want to change how it writes. But I want to get this edge. Sorry, I know that's really like creeping a lot of y'all out. Yeah. So that's when you get a very, like a no tipping on a needle point. Like that's the sound you get. Sorry, I know that's painful. But I'm really trying to be careful. I don't know that I'm making any headway. I'm being so careful. You can guide me through this verbally. It's already going down some. Feel free to tell me what to do. I'm okay with backseat grinding. Actually, I think part of it is the nib is the slit is off centered, which is just a nib issue. I did take it down a little bit. Hold up a hand when you're done so we can unmute. All right. Won't doing that widen the needle point? Maybe. But I'm okay with that. I'm just trying to get the outside, though. I'm really trying to be careful. Y'all can yell at me, though. What grid are we working with? 12,000. Hydrate. I need more than hydration. I've made a difference. Backseat grinding was a 90s song from Color Me Bad. That was okay in grinding the needle point? Yeah, that makes sense. So y'all hear now, I'm doing the same angle where it was kind of snapping back. I did kind of get that off. So here's for 004A. You can jump back in here now. Oh, there's one. So anytime you move from left to right, the way this nib is set up, so. All right, I think I'm probably going to stop here. I think it's better. Like, I can get a professional to look at it now. I don't know, not yet. All right. All right. I think that's good enough before I, maybe Brad can pull your Discord into Twitch. I probably could. All right. I think we're going to leave it there. Just get it a little bit better than it was. Let me clean this up, then I'm all right with it. Hello, Tello Art. How was your Chicago Pen Show? Did you have a good one? Amazing. Good. One day we can do a Nib Lady consultation stream. We should definitely set that up. Because I know, like, something like this, it's a little too particular for me to, like, really be comfortable messing with something that small. See, it's this left to right move. No, not yet. Check this out, Thunder Viking. That's left to right. That's right to left. I was putting that near the mic. So this is what I'm trying to get rid of. That's the good. And this is not so good. So like the left tine is still pretty grabby. But we'll leave that for, it's not as bad. Like I worked it a little bit. It's something that will take some professional hands to smooth it out a little bit better. I could do more, but like I said, with a needle point like that, I'm really hesitant to like kind of go all in. Even though it's steel, it's not a gold nib. A gold nib, if it was a gold nib, I probably wouldn't be touching it, like even remotely. If I were being honest, I would just let someone else handle it. But for a steel nib, I'm being patient enough to where I'm not gonna like really do anything. I feel comfortable not screwing it up, even if I don't make it like that much better. So, all right. So let's use. You really want to bribe Kirk into doing a pin tuning stream with me? I bet it wouldn't take much of a bribe. All right. So I haven't caught up on yesterday's planner page, so I'm going to do that real quick. Can y'all tell me, anyone, what are these, can anyone read this and tell me what's going on here? Is this some type of holiday type of situation? Because none of my other pages have that. Good morning, Brad. I got my double package this week, including the bonus pocket pen with your logo. New collab? No, just an old fun thing. So just an old fun little pack-in he gave me when he was creating the pens. He's like, hey, I can put your logo on there. So yeah. Children's Day Kodomo. Did you double check the date? I did. Basically, Nature Day on the left and Children's Day on the right. Nice. So it's basically like a holiday type of days. Oh, is today Cinco de Mayo? I guess yesterday was May the 4th be with you. And so, Golden Week. Great. Thank you, Yuzu Slice. I really, really appreciate that. Because for all the other days I've written in here, I didn't notice any other, like, well, here we go, right here on some days that I missed. I didn't really notice the holiday days listed on them. But that's cool. Yeah, there's definitely plenty. All right. Return of the 5th of tequila. Is that what you mean? Return of the 5th of tequila. All right, so I need to. Now it's just gonna bug me. I'm gonna keep looking at it. We're gonna write yesterday's entry with this pen. So I mentioned a lot of times I'm one day in arrears on my planner. I'm not always on the schedule part though, right? Sometimes I'll just write the schedule part in the morning, and then I'll write the notes afterwards. Like I need to follow up on all this stuff here. So, oh, thank you, Alan. Thank you for the gifted sub. Why aren't there alerts? Come on now. Thank you so much. Revenge of the 5th. Gotcha. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. All right, so yesterday. And I tend back to the nib. I tend to write kind of more with the left-handed side to the page anyway. The way I kind of angle it, I do kind of lean that way, so that's why I'll notice it more. And then if I was doing just some like straight up writing, if that makes sense. So I could change my grip or my angle to be a little bit better, but I do tend to twist the pen in a little bit when I write. So I could change my writing style a little bit. Yeah, that's why I'm noticing it, Annabelle, is because I'm hitting it on a non-tipping pen grind, a nib grind that I enjoy, but my angle, like this is not something I sat with. Like this is something I bought off the shelf, right? This is like pre-made nib. It's not something I sat there and said, "Oh, check this, check this." Is it a planner if you're a day behind? It is. Because I've planned the week out in the front section. So I really need to go to the day. Like this, I don't even have to have all this stuff, but I want to be able to like fill in some notes of what happened on the day on this. So planner, yeah, I get the technical aspect of the pure definition of planner, maybe not, right? Is that the Animal Crossing case? No, it's a standard case, but I have the Animal Crossing writing board in here, which I should probably be using like this. So you can use this for your blotter paper as well. So like right here, I'm not going to I'm not going to write in nap because I took a nap yesterday because I wasn't feeling well. But over here, we'll revisit that. Like that's not something I'm going to have I need in the schedule, but we need to have in the comments section. I don't understand why they have a copy of the schedule in the week and on each day. Doing stuff twice? No. So I think it's a valuable asset, and that's why there's actually two ribbons here as well. So if I go back to my main ribbon, I can lay out my week visually, which this is how I used to use my William Hanna planner, right? I would just have a weekly visual, but then I would never return back to it through the week, right? So now I can go on Monday. On Monday, I always fill this out, right? Monday morning, I usually fill this out. And like these are the things I'm kind of changing over here or re-adding over here just 'cause, I don't know, I like to write it too, right? I like to use my pens on this paper. But I want to know, hey, what days does my wife work? Oh, it's Mother's Day. Oh, I'm going to be gone all day Saturday, so I need to think about the things I need to do before then in just like a big picture sense of the week. Then I'll flip over here to kind of collect the different things that happen during the day. So has it ever happened that it takes you longer to select your writing tools than the actual writing happening? No. Sometimes I'll sit here and think about it for like a minute and just try not to use things that I've used a lot, right? I try to just completely change it up. So Mother's Day is this weekend. Yep. It's never too late. My week page, my plan, and my daily is it to do? Yeah. So this ink is the Pilot of Roshizuku. Is it Momiji? Momiji? We don't celebrate Mother's Day or Father's Day. We don't really celebrate them. We acknowledge their existence. We don't celebrate Valentine's Day. We don't acknowledge Valentine's Day existence generally. So then over here, just in the open section, like I'll just kind of write down some other notes. That'll happen. Wife's birthday, yeah, you should probably do something for that. But yeah, we could do without Mother's Day, Father's Day. We already do without Valentine's Day. So y'all have me self-conscious about breathing into the mic when I'm writing, so I'm trying to be quiet. I'm trying to quietly breathe instead of like allergically breathe. breathe. As long as you acknowledge gratitude and love for your friends and family every day, that is factually correct. You don't need special days if you do it every day, right? That's loud. Oh, that's packing tape. I know the packing tape. I know the packing tape sound. My husband told me I could have a hall pass for the new Canalea. Nice. Breathe through your ears. Okay, I'll work on that. We're gonna do packing ASMR before long. This actually isn't a great. This is better as a backing board, right? Which is what it's designed for, than than a like a blotter type paper, because it's not absorbent. Like my arm is like sticking to it, even though I'm not even remotely hot or anything. Like just my arm sticks to it, and this kind of helps with that. Is that unpacking or packing? It's packing, so it's ripping the tape off the roll, so she can send back some shoes. So with this nib, it's never been bad, but I think it can be better. Right? It's always been good, but it could be better. Like it could be more perfect for me in the angle I hold my pen. Chat would like to know if you're done ripping tape off. Okay, she says done. All right. Why spend money on shoes when you can buy them on pens? Why not both? Why not both, Rattler Jen? No, we have. So this is a very first world pickleball partner problem. It's really impossible to buy court shoes right now. Like any like outside like tennis type of shoes, they are generally unavailable. Men's, women's, any size, any style. So we've been just like spending months waiting on shoes or buying shoes just on a whim, just to see if they'll fit because we can't find anything else. So there you go. There's the answer to a question you didn't ask. All right, after I get done with this, we'll do a giveaway. So I know this is thrilling, thrilling hashtag content right here. So if y'all have any questions, let me know. I got a few more things I want to write here. And then I'll show you what I do at the bottom of each page, or the bottom of most pages. I'm trying so hard not to breathe. I'm making my nose whistle. Settle down, Andrew. Setting off the raffle chain. We could have a waffle party. Does anyone know about waffle parties here? Would you rather have a waffle party or a melon party? How are the NP grinds you have from different stock UAF? Ask me that question again, Bork Ben Bork. I'm not grokking what you're asking me. I guess how are the needlepoint grinds you have different from a stock UEF? Yeah, okay, I can talk about that. I got you now. Took me to 2 reads to get that. I will speak on that explicitly momentarily. Actually, I need to write that down. Brad's not getting enough oxygen. It's my nose is constantly stopped up. It's brutal. I will say this needlepoint nib on this Cosmo Air Light paper is horrible. It's much better on this Tomoe River paper. I hate using it on this paper. I don't like Cosmo Air Light to begin with. I'm just trying to use up this little notepad. Boy, this does not work for me. Yeah, boy, that is really uncomfortable. Oh God, the waffle party. Yeah, someone got it. So, would you vote for a melon party? Oh, not a fan of melon, so I guess I'm getting the waffle party, even though I'm still very confused about what happened in that scene. We'll leave it at that. That's probably like a whole thesis dissertation scene. Toasty treat. Like it was epic in the confusion of that scene, and there's probably like 5,000 underlying meanings that someone's going to be like someone's doctorate thesis they're going to have to defend just for that scene. All right, so I could continue writing notes or whatever here. In this section, like these are just like little tidbits, things that happened during the day, whatever. Not really things I want to remember, not really tasks, nothing like that. Just like, hey, these things happened today, right? So then down here, I will just write the pen and ink that I'm using. I'm gonna have to move the Smand because I have to write. I can't write at terrible angles, so sorry, Smand. You gotta relocate the Smand for a minute. I gotta get into the Smand zone so I can get to the bottom of this notebook. Oh, so Toasty, you would choose the dance party. I think out of all the parties in Severance, I think dance party would be the move, right? And Bork Ben Bork, I'm gonna hit your question as soon as I'm done with this page. So I'll just write the pen, the nib, if the nib is any special, if the nib is special at all, right? Or just in general, I'll write the nib, and then I'll write the ink color. Chubby Pixie, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Hope you enjoy me sniffling into the microphone while I write and try not to breathe too heavily. I think that's a show title right there. Oh, man. Misspell. And then I'll do just like a little color block or something like that. It's a little harder with the needle points to do much of to get a lot of ink on the page. So I'll just do like a little bit of color here just to kind of get a taste of like what this ink looks like. Even though I've used it on several pages before, I will still do this just for enjoyment purposes, right? Doesn't matter what goes on your page. Just enjoy it. All right. So we're mostly done there. If I think of anything else, I might come back. I might come back over here, fill out some more stuff, things like that. So I don't like parties. They're too people-y. You probably like the Severance parties then. As of April 30th, I've had my newest phone for years, so I'm paying for Apple T, so now I got to watch Severance. Rewozels, I kind of have a feeling you will like it. We'll see. We'll see. You'd still choose the waffle party? That's kind of amazing. All right, Bork Ben Bork asked. Bork Ben Bork asked. Can you tell us the difference, or your difference, or your perceived difference, or why you have these needle points, an aftermarket needle point, versus something like, say, a stock UEF, which Platinum makes a stock UEF. Hey, Killer Ducky, welcome. Glad you joined us. We're just not doing anything in particular today. I am doing terrible nib maintenance. I'm doing terrible writing. I'm doing advanced breathing techniques, and otherwise we're just having fun. So Bork Ben Bork is asking about the UEF nib, which is the Platinum stock 0.1-ish, 0.2-ish millimeter nib. And how does that compare to something like an aftermarket needlepoint grind? It is... Brad is emotionally damaging us today. The UEF... So Andrew says the UEF is highly variable in his experience. Have one that I love, have had others that were lesser. I've known people that have bought UEFs that had to get them adjusted. The main difference to me is that most of my needle points that I prefer using are on steel nibs, and that firmness really affects what I think about a needlepoint nib and my writing with it. So I tend to prefer needle points to be stiffer, right? So I will, generally speaking, not have a needlepoint grind added to a gold nib. But if I could buy something stock, a UEF is great, and a pilot posting nib is even better for the way I write. I love my UEF. It's a very pressure sensitive nib. It can get out of whack sometimes. I think for like a stock needle experience, if you're going to buy one of the big brands' attempts at making a fine line pen, I think the posting nib is better for more things. You will get some variance in a UEF line that you can't get in the posting nib, right? Because of the way the posting nib is designed to have this singular firm tip where the UEF can have some push down on the nib a little bit. So, yeah, like I know people manage UEFs a little bit. UEFs are particular, right? Mine was perfect out the box. Like I've had no one has touched my UEF nib, and it's really, really good. If you forced me to pick between a PO nib and a UEF nib, I'm probably taking the PO nib 10 out of 10 times. Just from a writing perspective. If I had more like artistic ideas for my UEF, I think that rating would flip. I think there's a little bit of manageability that you can get out of the UEF that you can't get with the PO. Not that you asked me to compare those, but it's also, that's kind of what my steel needlepoint nibs are, more towards that posting style where it's so firm, there's not a lot of that variation, and you can get some line variation in the UEF nib, which is fantastic. It just boils down to the end to personal preference. I have one needlepoint grind that I've gotten on a gold nib, and it's my least used needlepoint grind because it's too soft. The UEF fixed that because the way that I guess the stock UEF is better than any gold needlepoint that I've used. I don't know if this is helping at all. But there's a reason why I prefer steel needlepoint nibs versus gold needlepoint nibs. A gold needlepoint nib almost defeats the purpose for me how I write. Like it really goes against the effect that I want the nib to have on the page, right? Because it spreads. It's just soft, and it's just not as good an experience as like a real nail type nib. So I don't know if you have any more specific questions, let me know. But like that's my general sense. I love the UEF for what it is, but if my steel needle points get more use, because of the lack of variability that even a UEF can get you, because it's gold. So I don't know if that made any sense. It was I'm good at rambling. I'm not know that I'm good at answering questions. So if you have more, let me know. All right. Whoa, excuse me. Let's do a giveaway, and then we'll probably do some more writing I need to do Thursday's planner entry. Let's see, what can we give away today? So we gave away the Blackwing pens yesterday. Blackwing PIN pens. Since I'm enjoying some paper this morning, let's give away this really exceptional set of paper. This is the Kokuyo Idea. This is essentially the internals for the Jibun Techo, right? It's Kokuyo's proprietary, I guess is a fair word. It's their own formula. That was what my grandmother would say, formula. It's their own formula. I don't know why this is open. I wonder if I've written in one of these. Let's see what's in here. So this is just a great all-around writing notebook. It's great paper. I love Kokuyo's paper. 2mm grid. It does have like a border here, so you can write. There's little date pages. Again, this was designed to use with the Jibun Techo. When the Jibun Techo, if you get the full Jibun Techo diary set up, they have like the planner section, then they have these idea books, margin. You saw me working there, Casdo. You saw my brain not being able to comprehend what was happening. Thank you. So these are designed to slot into the case that like the Jibun Techo business or something comes in, and this would be your blank notebook part of the Jibun Techo setup. So that's why they're called the Idea. This is the Jibun Techo, has different names for different sections of things. So really high quality paper. I'm honestly just checking to see if I wrote in any of these. I haven't, so just happened to manage to tear this. So this is a 3-pack. These are pretty reasonably thick for thin notebooks. You know, they got to be over 40 pages. They got to be more like on the lines of like 50 to 60 pages each. So this is a lot of pages of really, really good paper. So let's see here. I think we've reviewed these at some point. Jeff maybe reviewed them. So let's give them away. Let's do that. All right. By the way, for those of you that were in Chicago, do I need an Inky Converter's desk pad? Like, this is the big mouse desk pad I have here. It's like, you know, this long. Was the Inky Converter ones as dope as it sounded? Because it sounded pretty dope. But I didn't get to see one. All right. Kokuyo Idea Notebooks. But if I go to San Francisco, I can get one there. All right. This giveaway is open. ! Raffle. Anyone can enter. You don't have to be a follower, a member, subscriber. You just have to be a cool person who likes stationery. When you win, you have to say, hey, I'm here. You have to be present to win. I do ship worldwide. Sometimes I forget to say that, and some of you nice people, international followers say, hey, by the way, I live in Europe. Will you ship there? I do ship there. So yeah, glad to do it. So yeah, you should just enter, and then I will write your name on a corgi butt, and then I will ship this today if you send me your shipping address. You're a cool person that likes stationery. I mean, 1 out of 2 isn't bad. 1 out of 2 isn't bad. I think it was probably better to say you're a person who likes stationery. I think that's probably more accurate. Yeah, probably more accurate. And then maybe after this, we'll do this giveaway. Probably a cool person is more accurate. 3 out of 2 in bad. 5 out of 7. 5 out of 7. That's probably Tony calling me. Spam risk. That's Tony. That's how Tony's listed in my phone. So I never answer those. That's a good trick. So if there's someone you don't like that just keeps calling you, in the contacts of your phone, just type their name as spam risk, and that way you'll just never pick it up. Straight to voicemail. Boom. So anyone you don't like, that's a life hack. Anyone you don't like, put their contact information in as spam risk. Endless Pens has a new Opus 88, a mini Cinco de Mayo special edition one. Nice. I think my Pen Addict Opus 88s are going to get here today, chat. I think they will get here today. They won't go on sale for like 2 weeks just because I need to take pictures and do all kinds of things. But in the next week or two, I think they're arriving today. My wife's sending me. My wife has too much time on her hands today. She's texting me. People still answer the phone, not if it says spam risk. All right, let's pick a winner. Winner is Emily Ray Journals. Perfect. Emily Ray might journal in these Kikuyo idea notebooks. Emily Ray Journals, are you here? Are you present? You must be OMG. OMG, you're there. OMG, you win. You win. So, exclamation point winner to get my email address to send me your shipping address. If you email me in the next hour, I will ship these notebooks today. That is my promise to you. All right. This corgi needs a bigger butt for your name. Just saying. There we go. Nice. Congratulations. First time winner, I'm pretty sure. First time winner. We have a thing here for new listeners, new viewers. We've been doing giveaways stream, at least every stream for years now, 2+ years. We have people that have been trying to win a giveaway for at least 30 months that have been unsuccessful. And yet here we are with new winners all the time. And the OGs still rocking that 0 wins club, chat. Still rocking that 0 wins. Brand new sentence, this corgi needs a bigger butt for your name. I mean, I bet Queen Elizabeth has probably said that in the past. Like, I'm fairly certain Queen Elizabeth has probably used that sentence in her lifetime. I mean, she's lived a long life. There's a high likelihood that she has used that sentence. All right, random question. Does the Pilot 912 come in any color other than black? Loveless, I am so glad you asked that question. Anyone want to tell her, chat? Or them? Anyone want to tell them? Anyone want to tell them? Hell to the no, it doesn't. You have hit one of my biggest talking points, my biggest annoyances. Vanta Black, don't put it in your pens. Respect, and don't sell it to Anish Kapoor. I mean, he can't use the other one, Stuart Simple. I get violent when we talk about Pilot Custom 912 barrel colors. The opportunity that this company has for the 912 product lineup that they just leave on the table blows my mind. Blows my mind, chat. So the short answer is no, but if I have anything to do with it, They will. Hi, Brad. My dad is watching with me. Roy. Nice. Roy Keane. Any color as long as it's black. Even the 92 only comes in a few. It at least does something. This is one of my you have hit in one of my most annoying topics. And I mean that in the nicest way possible. There's such an opportunity there, and they're just not going to do it. Kimberly had the other colors in Chicago. Yeah, she sent me a picture. They do some random one-off things, but as far as like a product lineup item, they don't. It's black. They'll do some special editions. They just did a recent blue, green, and red with gold trim. They look cool, but they're like twice the price. Hello, Nemo. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. But yeah, like it's a real sticking point for me, that pen, just from an opportunity cost perspective. Schmevelin, you did not win. I mean, who wouldn't want a purple 912 like Schmevelin? Who wouldn't want an orange 912 like me? Who wouldn't want a green? Like, oh, I just want to wring Pilot's neck. I just want to wring Pilot's neck for the decision-making process. But in Japan, it's probably like, hey, this is the business pen. So we're just going to make this. And what's the 723? Is that the black and gold, the larger black and gold trim? Custom 723? Like this is our business lineup. Right? And they will sell 743, thank you. And they will just sell 1 billion of those pens. So why change? Oh man, you've got me wound up now. There's nothing that gets me more wound up than Pilot 912 colors. There's very few things that send me off the rails. Like, why doesn't the Pilot 912 come in more colors? Right, all the hobbies. Are you home yet? If you only knew someone without a day job that lived only a few hours from Pilot USA headquarters, Pilot USA has absolutely no sway. And I say that in the nicest way possible. As long as they sell the G2 and put the friction in Hollywood's hands, we're second fiddle in what Pilot USA does. I would love to have that conversation with them. They have absolutely no sway. They just don't. Would you rather work at Pilot or Lamy? Lamy. So those new to the chat, I always talk about Lamy needs to hire me, or like I would go work for Lamy. I would much rather work for Lamy. Yeah, because I think Pilot's too big. Lamy's huge. I think Pilot is probably too large. And I don't know. It just, there's a feel, I feel like I could be more impactful at Lamy than Pilot. Right? Like if you're asking where would I go to have like a creative impact, it would be Lamy, and it wouldn't be a question. Like, I would never work for, like, Pilot USA. It would be pointless. You're just a distributor. Like I said, and your job is to get PR out in Hollywood for the G2. And Pilot Mothership in Japan, I just don't know that, like, I could put my thumb on the scale. I wouldn't work for anyone where I couldn't put my thumb on the scale. Just me. I mean, this is Fantasyland, right? I'll never work for any of these companies, but I think it would be more impactful at Lamy. More enjoyable. I was born in the town Lamy is based in. I have been to the town Lamy is based in, but at the time I wasn't like the pen guy and didn't even realize it at the time. So, Lamy has a really defined design language though. Yeah, but I think there's enough creativity there and enough engineering there to where, like, I think Lamy is a very smart company. Tell Brad I need one. What do I need? What did I miss? Oh, an Inky Converter's desk mat. Yeah, that's what we were talking about. Do I need the Inky Converter's desk mat? I feel like I need the Inky Converter's desk mat. But I haven't seen a full picture. So if you get a full picture of yours, definitely send it to me. I want to see it. All right, let's write a postcard. First order of business, pink 2000 with a stock UEF. What's your first product at Lamy? A Lamy Vista color barrel lineup. Translucent barrel, Lamy Vista. Like 8 colors. You can pry it out of your cold dead hands. Yeah, I'm going to try to get one at San Francisco if they come. Maybe start with a ballpoint refill that doesn't suck. See, we'll disagree there because I think it's good enough. Orange L2K would probably be second. I don't dislike Lamy's ballpoint refills though, especially in the 2000. Sounds like you all have it planned out. Oh, I have lots of things. I have lots of plans. We don't even have to make new pens. We just have to change marketing. It means I'm really close to booking San Francisco. How about refills that aren't weird shapes? I think that's fair. Yeah, orange Lamy 2K would be second. Once they trusted me, then we go, okay, orange Lamy 2K. I just swapped out my Lamy 2K multi-pen refills with good D1s from Jetstreams, and it's so much better. I mean, yeah. I mean, the Jetstream is the best D1 refill. That is factually correct. So yeah, I'm really close to booking San Fran. Like the more I think about it, the more I think I can swing it. All right, let's do a postcard. I like the Ferris wheel press refillable rollerball. I don't think, have I seen that one? I certainly haven't used it. I don't know that one. How's your Opus 88 collaboration project going? I think they show up today. If I'm being honest, I think I saw the notifications that delivery is going to be today. So if they show up today, I don't know exactly when I'll be able to put them on sale, but it'll be this month. Just might be more towards the end of the month. Probably by the time my kids get out of school, which is like 2.5 weeks, which is mind-blowing. Probably around that time. So it's going really, really well. It's essentially done. They just have to show up at the house, and then I have to figure out how much I got charged for shipping so I can bill them correctly. All right. Let's do... All right. If you would like me to send you a postcard in the mail, if you would like to provide me your mailing address in Twitch messages, like right now, and I'll write you a postcard. Let's do this. I've got mail. Okay. So if you want me to write you a postcard right now here on stream, out of school equals free labor. I'm no dummy over here. Did you make a lot? I made 200, and it's not going to be closed, right? It's not if I want to do like another 100, I'll do another 100. I did 200 on this first run. All right. If you want me to if you want a postcard of random rap lyrics in your mailbox, do ! raffle. And then I'm going to find some lyrics to write and the pen to write them with. So this is what we do here sometimes. If you're new to the chat, we do this sometimes. I might even let you, I think I'll even let you pick out the pen. Let me answer this text. I just saw this. All right. I'm feeling. So I generally do rap lyrics because they're usually pretty silly or pretty fun to just write on a postcard. You can just grab a little snippet, out of the lyrics. I think I'm gonna go to one of my favorites. His name is LP. If you are familiar with Run the Jewels, he is one half of Run the Jewels. But what I'm gonna do is his early solo work is some of my favorites. So we're gonna grab one of my all-time favorite songs called Laserface's Warning. I've done Rap Snitch Kitches. Was one of my first cards that I did. I think I chose Rap Snitch Kitches because I love that song. If you want to play along at home, you can go listen to this song while I'm writing. But I can't play it on here because I will get fired into the sun by the copyright laser beams. I need to be sure to not hit play on this. Let's see, how can we do this? All right, I'm gonna mute this just so it doesn't pick up in here. I don't want to get a copyright takedown. But if you want to listen to this song, you don't have to, like, if you're not into like rap music or like turning things up loud and jamming, don't hit play on this. But like, it's not like dirty or anything like that. I mean, it might have a bad word or two, but it's not like one of those songs. But this is the lyrics I'm going to grab. And who am I going to write this to? Rewizzles! Rewizzles! I'm writing this to Rewizzles. Funnily enough, I need their address. So, if you have already sent me your address, I'm pretty sure I can send you any postcard. I'm gonna find a good Rewizzles postcard here. I wish I didn't do all these out of orders. Oh, this is funny. This would actually be the perfect LP one because he's from Brooklyn. You just email me? Good. So you don't have to email me your address here. But that's a good LP one, Brooklyn. But that's not a good Rewizzles one. Let's find a Rewizzles card. Okay, this seems like a good Rewizzles. Does that work for you, Rewizzles? There's very few purple ones in here. Here's a purple one. Yeah, that's one. That purple one's lame. Man, some of these are really cheesy. Yeah. That seems like a Rewizzles card. All right. All right. So, here, we can do this. Rewizzles. What type of pen, pencil, what do you want me to write with on your card? I don't care. These can take pretty much anything. And while I pull these lyrics up, do you have a preference? While I find what I want to write on here. Okay, This looks like a good. Didn't you say your 823 is inked with Ito Murasaki? Perfect. Perfect. Because it is, and that's like one of my favorite writing pens, and that will work really good on this card. All right, so I need the address spot, and I need the stamp. We're still on burb stamps here. We'll do a frigate bird. I don't know what a frigate bird is, but it sounds like it must carry a lot of stuff. So we'll do a frigate bird. Yeah, I guess there is some bad words in here, so you probably don't want to. You probably don't want to play this too loud. All right, where did that bit go? I need to highlight this. 1 second. Let's see. Okay, I think that's good. All right, white and black seabird. It's very pretty. Oh. I just wrote on the ruler instead of on the card. That sucked. See, I wish I could play some music in the background while I was doing this. I mean, I can play lo-fi chill beats, but I want to play this song. All right, let's do this, y'all. As I grab my trusty, I can't write anything without blotting paper now. It's crazy. Wish we got more than 30 seconds at the show together, Slumberland Studio. I'm not sure Slumberland Studio would agree with that sentiment. 30 seconds of Kimberly is probably enough for most people. Haha. Just kidding. We kid because we love. Oh, man. All right, let's see if I can get this whole bit that I want in here. I have to write a little bit smaller. Rip. I do also use the blotter paper because I don't really need a line guard. I don't care if I write my lines crooked, but I do yeah, you can play music that doesn't export to the VOD, but I still don't want copyright music live just because it's kind of not allowed, but I think people do it. Hi, Cap. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. For those of you who are new here or haven't heard me talk about my handwriting style, this 823 fine nib with a cursive italic grind is everything that makes my handwriting look great. I'll do a close up here in just a second. That's why it's one of my favorite writing pens. And this is just like normal pace writing. This isn't my try hard writing. This is just like really, really normal pace, allowing the just the nib to do its work. Normal speed, normal size writing. This is also the perfect ink for this pen, so we're going to be sticking with this. I have very few pens that I'll only use one ink with, very few. And now I think we have this match now. And I was talking about like leaving pens inked up all the time. This actually might be a candidate for that. This ink is coming out a little bit darker on this card than it normally is on some other pages. So you may not get the full Ito Murasaki re-whizzles, the full experience. Like it's a little bit flatter on this. It's a little bit more purpley in real life. Blushing Maddie, thank you for the follow. I hope you enjoy me writing in silence. Or talking and making typos, one of the two. Mayak, thank you for the follow. We have emotes in there for you new followers. You can go play around and see what we've got. I think I put some in the new followers tier recently. I'm gonna make some more too. Do need to unthread the back of the pen sometimes. You love pens? Nice. You can always lurk. Thank you, Digital Medievalist. I love this pen. If you do write a long time with a vac filler, you do need to unseal it. And you can tell, I'll show you what I'm doing here. This is how it always happens. And I'll show you what I mean when I'm done. Might need to open it up more. It's getting pretty dry here. There we go. All right, last line. I almost spelled Steven Seagal wrong. Whew. All right. This is, so the lyrics are done. We're going to say this is the Pilot Custom 823 FCI nib. This is Pilot Orochizuku. Ido. Murasaki. And this is LP. Laser Faces Warning. All right, let me show you all a couple things here. Got a Twizzly Vac 700R, hoping it would lessen my desire for an 823. It is not. It is a gateway. It is a gateway pen for sure. All right. So one of the things I do when I write is I always start small when I'm thinking about what I'm doing. I'm always thinking about what I'm doing when I start, and then I just get into the writing flow, and it morphs into a slightly bigger font size, if you will. Like the first two lines are consistent, third line's a little bit bigger, then by the fourth line, we're like into the I'm just writing now and not thinking about it size. And like I can tell a difference even if you can't on your screens, right? I always start small and focused, and then it always gets just a little bit bigger as we go, as the pace picks up, as the speed picks up, and as the not thinking about how big or small I'm writing goes. So this is like my natural handwriting style. Full pace, like not speedy, not slow, not overthinking it, not trying to write hard. So this is my normal. This is a very, very perfectly normal handwriting for me when I have a good pen with a good nib that matches my handwriting style and the way I shape my letters, right? So that works. Secondly, with a vac filler, y'all saw me have to stop. Yeah, I almost spelled Steven Seagal's name. It's a really good line. Lay in the crease like evil in Steven Seagal's forehead. It's an amazing line. Who ground my 823? Mike Masuyama. So Mike Masuyama did this nib. Yeah, no, Bod. I used to do drafting. Like, that's how I got this handwriting. So I used to be able to write just like, I used to have like blueprint level handwriting, like back in the 90s. But this is what it turns into when you don't practice it, which is really great, right? Like my normal handwriting is really great, but it used to be like pristine. So right here, which is harder to see, I didn't open the blind cap on the 823 in the back, which is a benefit. But right here, the ink started getting drier. You can see it's more purple. And then I opened it up completely, and you can see the line started getting darker again right here. So that's when you know it's time to open up the blind cap on the back of your vac. Any vacuum type of pen, it's going to hold that ink. Or an eyedropper like the Opus. It's going to seal off that ink. It's good for what's being held in the feed. But once you kind of write through that, you have to open up the backside of it to get the flow back again. But then when you're done, you can just seal it back off. So yeah, this is pretty, I'd say this is really, really normal, good handwriting for me. This is like super, super basic when I have this type of nib grind on a pen, right? Something like what you won't be able to see here, probably. It's a tiny squared off nib. So what this allows is to have, I always say my handwriting has edges to it, which is why I don't like round tipping as much, because I don't get this edge. The shape of my handwriting and my letters doesn't change, but the nib affects the appearance. Like it wouldn't be as clean and neat as this if I was using the exact same size nib but had a more rounded tipping, like this. Like this is a rounded tipping. This is a narwhal, right? So this has, we're going to cooperate. So this has more tipping up front, and you see how it's more of a ball on the front, right? So my handwriting would look nice like this, but it's not as complementary to my handwriting as a nib with an edge, right? This is a little bit wider nib, but like literally nothing's changed about how I do my letters. Right? And like that's completely nice. Like it's completely fine. No borks. But it's just not the same. It doesn't have the same edge. Right? Like it's fine. But I get a really, really, really edgy line. Works better for my handwriting. And while you can't necessarily see it individually, like, hey, that looks fine. Hey, that looks fine. But if I wrote two like full pages side by side with a similar nib line, that's going to give me the similar line width. Admittedly, this one's much wider. You would be able to see a difference. So there you go. There you go. Looks great. feels great. I enjoy doing this. All right, I'm going to grab your address off screen here, but right now, so I don't forget. But we want to do that off camera. Pull up my emails. Where did you go? There it is. All right. So maybe since I'm sending you something else, I probably shouldn't put a stamp. You know what? I'm going to send this separate, Rewizzles. I know I have to send you a package. I'm not going to put this in the package. I think part of the beauty of postcards is the postal destruction that happens to it on the way. So I hope you're okay with that. Plus, I already used the stamp on it. I do use a Secura Pigma Micron just because the ink will not wash away on the address. Even if the words will with a non-waterproof ink. I'm sure that's making a lot of people cringe that I don't write these in waterproof ink. I think that's part of the fun is to see what happens on the way. Got it. All right. Last thing we're going to do today is I have some member chips to send. So I'm going to kerthunk some envelopes. I think I got about 4 of these to send. So let me make these up real quick. Too many pens on my desk. Sorry. It's terrible. I've got too much pens on my desk. We get good ASMR. We got to make up for the bad early stream ASMR. Let's do this. Brad, when's the Stationery album dropping? Never. If that ever happens, y'all should all just unfollow me and never speak to me again. All right, we'll do Ravens. Let's see what we got here. All right, we're gonna do Raven stamps. 1, 2, 3. If you can run a simultaneous poll, now's probably the one for Brad to misspell stuff. I at least have 4 chances. 4 new addresses to write. Oh, look out for that. We need a pen washer. Send it to luxury brands. Like, I appreciate luxury brands, like, branching out there. But it's a dumb idea. Sorry. That's just me. All right. Kerthunk. All right, there you go. Requisite kerthunking is done. I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you don't know what I'm doing, I run a membership program via my blog, penaddict.com. This is the little freebie I send out, which I very much enjoy doing. And I think these are all in the US, but we'll adjust. Oh, yeah, I got you right here. You are literally the first one I'm doing. Yep. Literally the first one I'm doing, Amika. I just signed up as a member yesterday. I was not sure what address it took, so I just emailed you with the Crest address. Do I have yours on here? Yeah, you need to email me. Oh, there it is. Okay, got it. Oh, great. Crafty Becky, now I have to do 5. I was so prepared for 4, then Crafty Becky shows up, does a nice thing by joining the Pen-O-Matic membership program. It makes me get out more envelopes and more katunking and more chips. That stamp sounds good. Yeah, it's a really good stamp. But thank you, Crafty Becky. I really appreciate that. Let me get one more out. Fine. Fine. Be that way. Y'all just wanted to hear me thunk it again. We'll do a giveaway right after this, so hang tight. How dare, Becky? How dare? How dare you help support my livelihood? I mean, the thought process behind that, it's just unbelievable. The nerve of some people to support others' creative work. How dare. Uh-oh. We've been talking too much today, chat. The coughs are coming. Allergies aren't all the way over. You walked away and thought the stream was over? These streams never end. You just disappear, Rattler Jen. I'm here 24/7, 365. You just aren't. You just aren't. I mean, real supporters would be here 24/7, 365. That's clearly not you. I mean, I get it. We all have lives. We all have things to do. Laxavog, thank you for the follow. The absolute disrespect of financial support. Poor Penman wrote such a nice post on Instagram the other day. That stuff means a lot to me, Paul. I really genuinely appreciate that. That was pretty cool to read. Especially since I took like 3 weeks to send your membership. Especially after I disrespected you completely. All right, so I need to scoot all of this stuff over here so I don't put anyone's addresses on there on the stream. So we're gonna do this over here. We're gonna perp these up. I kind of like. Did I miss showing you Inky Converters, Matt? You sent it to my email. I just haven't pulled it up yet. So I kind of like this pen on these craft envelopes. Also like the ink color I have in here. All right, let's do this. So slip and seal, is that what they call it? Slip and slide. This, I haven't used this pen in weeks. Right, straight away. Straight away. And yes, I am holding my breath as I'm writing right over the microphone. That is a really, really good design. Yeah, Rattler Gin, white pens, very underrated. Very, very unrelated. Underrated. Unrelated. Also unrelated, but could be related. Underrated. I love a good white barrel pen. All right. Raven Story stamps is what we're using today, chat. We'll have to go stamp shopping before too long. Rip. We'll do another stamp shopping stream soon. I've used all the Star Wars ones, I think, or I might have one sheet of droids left. Raven Story. Well, I need to see what's up. We'll see what's left. All right. Raven Story is been my most favorite in a long time. All right. So this Preppy, it's an 03. It's the 03 nib, which is the fine, and it's got a little rounded tipping, and it works because it's a little bit finer than like a Western fine, right? What's the story of the Raven Story? It was a Native American. Is mythology the right word? Or it's basically a Native American like traditional story, but I forget the reasoning behind it. I forget the full story. Folktale. Thank you. Gosh, I knew that wasn't the word I was looking for. Folktale. I'm as good at speaking the words as I am writing the words. So yeah, you'll just have to look it up. It's basically, one of those stories that's passed down from generation to generation type of thing. But I forget the complete idea behind it. But then they collaborated with an artist to make this very traditional artwork stamp, and it's just freaking glorious. Thank you, Nobod. So yeah, click that link and you can read the story. I read it at the time, and I don't have that level of retention anymore. I can't even tell the difference between mythology and folklore. Oh gosh, guess what just happened? I just posted this pen. I just did 2 cards with the cap in my hand, and I just jammed it on the back here. We're just going to go with it. That's like at least one demerit, but it's a Preppy. It's kind of what it does. But I assure you, I will be removing it post haste once this envelope is done, because it's driving me crazy just knowing that it's there. Got to throw it out and start over, right? I feel like you do. What a terrible. That was like... That's not even like a muscle memory thing. I don't know what happened there. I don't know if there is a difference between mythology and folklore either, but I just think it would have... it just seems more right to call it a folklore, and when we're talking about that, I don't know. But yeah, probably no difference, technically, but who knows. See, better this time. This is how we do it. But the word I was looking for was folklore, but I could only come up with mythology. Headline, Pen Addict post pen. Terrible, right? Mythology created by the rulers, folklore by the ruled, or something like that. I can see that. It is a horror stream, right? Terrible. It's an amazing stamp. It's an amazing stamp. All right. Last one, Crafty Becky. If that is your real name. Ink Dependence Mike. Rattler Jen, I did. Did you not get it? Let me know. Ink Dependence Mike, I saw a game that you might like that I might start streaming. Single player, chill game called Dorf Romantic. DorfRomantik. Take a look at that. It looks like something you might like. I was like, I think Mike would like this game. I've just started playing it. Thank you, Power Belly. It's like, that seems like a Mike game. Mega chill game. Must be lost in the mail. Rattler Jen, would you mind emailing me again? That's how I manage this. If I write this down to do it, I'm not going to do it. If you email me, I will do it, and I'll send it out. I will send it out again, but I do recall sending it. Yeah, it could get back. I would rather just go ahead and send it. And your Slack invite? Yeah, send me all that. Raven Story of Stealing the Sun. Thank you, Slumberland Studio. All right, we are caught up on that. All right, let's grab a giveaway. Poor Brad getting tons of email from Jen. I always like the emails. You may not get an answer in a timely fashion, but I appreciate the emails. You should check out Moonliner. It's part old school Zelda Dungeon Battler, part Stardew Valley shopkeeping. Crumb. That sounds something interesting. All right, add it to the list. All right, looks chill. Add it to the cart. Yeah, it was like $10. The Dorf Romantic was like $10. So I was pretty cool. It was really good. All right, let's do a giveaway. Let's do a giveaway, chat. All right, we went to the paper side of the icebox of happiness. You send me happy mail. Let's just go into the other side here. I kind of feel like y'all might think this is lame. I think it's kind of cool. This was a sticker set I bought. Probably a reasonably expensive sticker set for what stickers are. That I didn't use, and it's kind of ran out of date, but it's not too many of them are date stamped, but even if they are, they're still kind of cool. You may not want to enter for this, but I think it's completely awesome. The Travelers make some of the best stickers going, and they have these diary sticker sets. So there's 6 different sheets of stickers in here, ranging from just big stickers to task stickers. Right, so there's a whole different type of setup of stickers. Are those spoke magnets on the door? They are. So like you have like things to do tracking with, little schedule notes, little just like marker notes, like dots, like check boxes type of stuff, some vinyl stickers, and then some like artistic stickers, and then like dry transfer lettering stickers. This is all in a set, and this is from 2020, so some of it's marked 2020, but it doesn't matter because like look how cool these stickers are. Wouldn't it be nice if each day was a step in a journey with Traveler's Notebook? Okay, that's a little bit cultish, but you know, we can get over that. We can get over that because it's a pretty stamp. So yeah, I'm gonna give away this set. It's like 6 different sheets of stamps. Get excited about new journeys to come while enjoying some coffee. I mean, who doesn't believe in that? Out of curiosity, are you still planning to merge the Notco cards with Spoke? I've never planned on merging the two. That doesn't mean I won't, but I've never said that I'm planning on merging the two. I just don't know. It's gonna be. I'm gonna be very honest with you. I'm gonna be hard pressed to continue on the paper goods because the profit margin is almost nil. That's just the harsh reality of it. So I'm not going to say no. I'm just telling you that the benefits of continuing that on is to give us all something cool to write on. The downside is it's essentially a nonprofit, which like that's okay too. You just have to decide to commit to that. Commit to that. Like if that's going to be the nonprofit part of the event, well, that's going to be it. I have not committed to that yet. Not everything has to make money, right? But some things are more challenging than others to make that decision on. So I just wanted to be perfectly honest with paper goods. But no decision has been made right now. Because I love those cards. It's one of the greatest products I've ever made, bar none. It's very simple. It's very clean. It works very well for what it is. I don't know that I can continue to do. That factors in, Sayoli-san. And the way we'd have to price them, it's very expensive to ship paper, so we have to charge a lot for shipping. So not only do we charge a premium for cards, we would have to charge a premium for shipping, right? So like it's just a nightmare situation. Brad fails his MBA course again. I would be a terrible MBA student. All right, giveaways open for the sticker set. So if I did it, like the idea to continue it would to be something like sell like a 500 pack. Just sell something really obnoxiously expensive, and sell like a 500 pack of cards. That would be the way. Whatever fits in a flat rate box, yeah. Max, like basically have a flat rate designation size. Your order is 342 cards because that's what fits in the box, and it is this price. That would be great. Not gonna lie, chat, glad I'm feeling a little bit better today. It's good to feel good. Mike, are you streaming today? I haven't thrown it to Mike in a while. I got through close to 500. Yeah, you were a very big customer of the cards and of the spiral bound notepads, if I remember correctly. Man, no one is using our tags. If Mike goes live, yeah, I'm not ready to end yet anyway, Mike, but I will be shortly. You're not used to me going longer. I'm not used to streaming afternoon, but like today was easy. Like yesterday was a short stream because I wasn't feeling well. So today, like I could go another hour if I didn't have work to do. Oh my gosh, I keep hitting the wrong button. Gotta get this camera out of my eyesight. I'm just seeing what else is out there. We're going to throw it to Mike here in a minute. Cool. Okay, let's pick a winner here before I get too distracted. Currently reading. You know, we've had some very on-point winners today. So, who won the first one? Emily Ray Journals won the journals. Currently reading is going to win a set of stickers that will allow you to like notate your currently reading situation, right? It feels accurate. It feels like very on point winners today, like very useful information. Currently reading second win, you still got to email me your shipping address to hello@penaddict.com. Almost like it's rigged. Well, I didn't see you sweet talking the Power Belly. I didn't see you sweet talking the raffle bot. Like, what are you interested in, Power Belly? I need to, yes, Namiki winner Vlad, they have an end goal in mind, right? The day I raffle off a Namiki, y'all might as well not enter, right? So, like, you really have to, like, sweet talk, like, Power Belly 51, like, maybe I could give away, like, a Parker 51. Sweet talking doesn't, Thunder Viking. Sweet talking doesn't work. All right, currently reading. Send me your information soon, and I'll mail it today. If not, it'll be next week, which no biggie. A bottle of Namiki Black. I like the way you think, Cedrus. I like the way you think. All right, currently reading. All of you with the long names on the corgi butts. This is what I get. Currenty. I just spelled currently. Currently reading. Now it looks like the corgi has a dingleberry or something. Poor corgi. All right, we did it, chat. We did it. F that, I'll be entering that giveaway when you give away a Namiki. Can you imagine? Could you even imagine? Oh, well, I definitely spelled that wrong. So enjoy your typoed corgi butt. Corgi butt typos. That's how we roll around here. That's how we do it. That would be the day you have 50,000 people in chat, right? All right, what else do we need to talk about? I think that was a sign, chat. I think that was a sign that I have more work to do, but I'm yawning. Pilot does Ishime giveaways at pin shows. It's because they can't sell them. What a great pin. It's a great pin. Today's Thursday. They're overpriced for what they are. I just took a 5-minute nap while lurking. I wish I could nap for 5 minutes. I'm pro naps, but I'm like 30 to 45 minutes. It's all on Pilot too. Y'all know I love Pilot. We just call it like we see them. We just call it like we see it, chat. That's all we do. It's a fantastic pen. And that is the truth. Relatively, it's in an odd place. Let's just leave it at that. No company is perfect. That is right. Has anyone seen this year's limited Pilot VP? I have not. It should be Pilot France's turn though. Fake fan, yeah. I took Una out. She said hi to her pit bull friendo on the next box. Nice. Love the good tail waggings. So yeah, this should be Pilot France's turn. So if you don't know the rest of the world Vanishing Point designs, the annual limited edition, the design alternates between Pilot US, Pilot Europe, which is basically Pilot France. It's the French office. So like all of the gradient ones that you've seen have come out of Pilot USA design, and then all of the more the guilloche, the lines, the metals, those tend to come from Pilot France. So I think we're on a France year. I prefer France to US for designs. Yeah, like they're both. I like that they're just that different, right? Like they are not similar at all. So, people might prefer one group to the other. But that's why you see like these gaps between like the colors. Like you see like the tropical or whatever the gradient one is. Then the next year it'll be like a black one. And then the next year it'll be like another colorful gradient one. It's like, why is there this gap in between these? It's because they take turns on who gets to design the limited one every year. So if you did not know that is why you see those releases that way. So, which is something I learned a few years ago, which was pretty neat. Black is not a design for an LE. The way France does it, they do it. They did black guilloche, and it was fantastic. The black lines wasn't my favorite. You think it's a US year? Last year was the blue black ombre, but before that was black lines. Well, then it should be France. Then it should be a France year. Right? Yeah. Because last year was the blue black ombre one, which would have been US. So this year should be France, right? Doesn't matter. Basically every other year. And then if you want something really wild, just look at the Japanese market and get like a store brand one. I still need to get a Decimo. If anyone ever comes across like a really nice limited Decimo, let me know. I need to at least get a Decimo to test. And I've been putting it off for years. Black Lines was France. Right? No. Are you serious? Black Lines was France. I mean, you're smarter than me, Kimberly, but I think you have it backwards. I would almost go to the mat for that. Would put $1 on that. But now you're making me question myself. Yeah. I think Black Lines was almost definitely France. Yeah. It is. So anyway, if anyone has a line on a cool Decimo, like not like the I see the champagne one for sale pretty frequently. Not that one. Like I want a cool color one. All right, is Mike live yet? I'm vamping. Mike will be live shortly. I have any LE Decimo in pink. Is it like a hot pink or is it like a champagne pink? If you want to send me the picture, I'd take a look at it. But I don't want... Oh, yeah. No, I'm ready for you, Mike. I'm ready to wrap it. So whenever you go live, I will toss it over there. Yeah, the darker the pink, the more interested I would be in it. Yep. All right, Mike, go for it. We're going to wrap it up here, chat. Good stream today. Back feeling good. It's more cherry blossom muted. Send me a picture. I'll at least take a look at it. A bit off topic, but do you know of more cases of fine, extra fine nibs with architect-like properties, as is the case with the Lamy Gold EF nibs, for example? Just as a default. Okay, cool, Mike. I'll throw it over there in just a second. Ah, thank you, Cioli, for ripping the back end data. I love it. The new Lamy cursive nib is actually pretty nice. It doesn't have a huge amount of line variation, but it is not stock by any means. Pimeli. I'm trying to think of any. It seems like I'm missing a real obvious one that kind of writes in that architect-y line, just but from a stock perspective, and I'm blanking now. That is definitely a good question. Yeah, look at the Lamy cursive nib. Prediction resolution, no borking. Thunder Viking, if you want to pay out the predictions, we had a no borking day. So if you want to knock that out before I introducing creator chat highlights. We're testing new ways to help you recognize new and returning chatters at a glance. Turn them on in your chat highlight settings. Interesting. Lamy cursive is so good for $19. Not gonna lie, that is true. Let's go. Pay out before the Borks. Let's go. That's how stream's been rolling today, chat. That's how we do it around here. That is how we do it around here. What a perfect way to end the stream, chat. You never know what you're going to get. You just never know. Thank you, Cioli. I saw your message. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you, Starbucks. You're amazing. Shoot me an email, and I will get your membership out. All right, y'all go say hey to Mike. Mike's got some JetPen stuff to unbox. He's gonna spend your money if I didn't spend enough of it today. See if we can get Scraggles to Bork or something. Who knows? All right, see y'all.